Good morning. Good morning. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. For the new people, this is like my third morning in New York City. Just to recap, the Lord called me to go by faith because I have a lot of new subscribers. And so I'm just going to give a little recap. Called me to go by faith to LA 2 years ago. And I ended up walking across LA with my cat and my luggage for 98 days until he opened up the promised door. And I ended up living with Pastor Phil Aguilar and his family for almost a year, and then working for the mayor, or the lady running for mayor. She was former mayor. I don't know. Anyway, for a few months before I came home, and I helped her with the project for homelessness. And then I came home, and then I was home for about a year. And then the Lord now said, go north. And he led me to New York City. Shortest recap I can possibly give you. If you're interested in watching the whole thing, go back a few videos. And anyway, so on this little journey of walking by faith, I'm just trying to do a daily vlog. I'm just going to try to make running videos like of my day and put them out like once a day. That's kind of what I did last time I did live streams on Facebook. So this is a little bit different. And so I'm just trying to figure it out as I go, because, you know, this time I can edit and upload videos. I couldn't do that before. So now I'm trying to like transition into what I can do this time around that I couldn't do before. And so, yeah, so good morning. So I got my same spot from the night before, and it was perfect night's sleep. And, I walked over, got some dinner last night, and came back, just chilled, relaxed. It was just all day yesterday was such a great day. And I feel so like all that stress from the 2 days before of driving, that stressed me out to my maximum level, and the overwhelmingness of like, Lord, are we really doing this again? Really? Are we doing this again? Like, you know, it was just a lot. But the Lord is so good, and he's just holding my little hand and walking me through this. And, I just feel like it's so crazy because of what I endured last time. You would think that this wouldn't bother me, but I guess because I know what I went through last time, it is crazy how much it's affecting me. And so yesterday was a great day, and I got some New York pizza, and I got a salad. It was I know food makes me so happy. And I got some exercise yesterday, thank God. And then today I slept in. Like I have been waking up at 3 and 4 every single morning for over a week, just knowing I was coming here, because I knew I was coming here from the first day I was in Allentown. That's when the Lord told me. I didn't tell you guys until a couple of days ago, but I knew what he said to me then. And I was just basically going back and forth with him, like, please don't make me do this, you know? So ever since he told me, I have not gotten much sleep because I have been in a spiritual battle. And so I've been up in the middle of the night, pretty much every night, praying like, Lord, please take this cup from me. Take this cup from me. Nevertheless, Lord, not my will, but yours be done. And so anyway, here we are. And, I slept in like a baby this morning. And like on one side I have a park, and on the other side, there's a big apartment. There's one apartment, is a whole row of apartment buildings. And then pretty much a bike lane that runs beside my car, so I can get good. It's nice and quiet. And so I got up this morning, I say I slept in. I probably woke up at like 7, which to me, that's sleeping in. I usually wake up at 5 anyway. But not today. I think just the days of stress and no sleep have caught up with me, and I needed some rest. And so anyway, I went over, took a shower, came back to the car with my hot coffee and my hot water, and had some breakfast, made some oatmeal, sat here and watched a couple vlogs, you know, and encouraged myself in the Lord, and just kind of just taking a very slow morning. Like I don't feel any pressure to do a bunch of things yet. I just you have to, like, I'm such a person of balance. Like I go and go and go, but I also make time for Jesus. I make time for quietness and peacefulness. So when I go a few days with like chaos, I have to stop and just take a break and hear the Lord's voice and let him speak to me. And I have to do that. And so as long as I have balance, then I'm fine. When I'm going too hard or not doing enough, that's when I get whacked. So that's what I did this morning. I just chilled in my car, had my coffee, enjoyed the scenery, and just kind of like collecting my thoughts, But I'm about to go over here, grab some groceries because I'm pretty much out of all food. And I found a little grocery store, it's like right across the street. And then, what else? I really need to go do laundry again because there was something spilled in the back of the truck and it got everything dirty. And so now I'm freaking out because I don't want to drive over there. I don't want to spend the money on laundry. There's so many things. It's like, but I know it needs to be done. So I might wait and do it this afternoon. We'll see what happens. When I have to move my car at 4, I might just go and do laundry and come back because, I have to move my car then anyway. So, I don't want to just drive over there. If I know I'm going to have to leave at 4, I might just walk around for a while and do what I can walking and then just go handle my laundry this afternoon. But yeah, it's a tight space. So, accidents happen. I was trying not to get upset about it, but I just done laundry like yesterday, the day before yesterday. So I was so happy that all my laundry was done. But now I have to go wash my blankets because something spilled all over my blanket. So, that means a bigger load. I mean, I'm trying not to get down on it, but, it is what it is. It's just part of it. So I just have to be more careful next time. And, I'm going to go grocery shop and, walk around, see what I can get into until 4:00. Probably go do some laundry. I really wanted to go check out that church in Times Square, and I know they have a church service tonight, and I was praying about like, should I do it? But the only problem is, okay, like it's 8 miles from here. 8.6 miles from here. But on my GPS, it says it'll take 45 minutes to drive 8 miles. That's what it's like here. It's like something can be 3 miles away and take you 30 minutes to get there just because it's so much traffic. And those 3 miles that you drive or 8 miles that you drive, it feels like you've driven 60 miles like normally, right? Like in a normal outside of the city. Because so many things happen in 3 miles, like so much chaos, so much more stressful, normally if I know I'm driving for an hour, I got the music cranked up and I'm jamming and just like having a good time. And I love driving. Yay. I'm like white knuckling my steering wheel, dead silence, super alert and just on edge and try not to cuss too much because like literally I can't help it when I'm driving here. I'm just like, and then I'm like repenting because I'm like, Lord, I'm sorry. And so it's a whole thing, right? Trying to keep my sanity, my stress level down while I'm driving, but also be on high alert. And so I'm just like, dang, man, it's so much to take in. So yeah, I looked on the map and it's like 8 miles away, but it's going to take like 45 minutes to drive there. Well, right now, this traffic. So, and that changes depending on what time of day it is. So, I don't know if I'll go today, but I do know that I saw Sunday, they're doing like a Thanksgiving thing at 2. So like, I'll probably just go there and then park in the parking garage and then stay, for the morning service. Like I'll probably go to like the later service and then, stay until they do the Thanksgiving thing that way. Cause I mean, that's my favorite holiday and I'm not going to be with my family. So, I might just wait till Sunday to go do all of it and like figure it out then. And, I don't know yet. It's just my night driving is, my eyes at night. Like I said, I have a lazy eye, so I have double vision. And when I'm tired or stressed, it gets really bad. So I don't like driving at night because it's even more stressful trying to like the lights and stuff. And so, until I get more familiar and more, comfortable driving, I don't want to drive at night unless I have to. So that's maybe one reason why I won't go tonight. Like probably the main reason why I wouldn't go tonight. If I knew how to take a subway or, transit like that, like I would probably do that. But I don't even know how to do that. So that's what I'm saying. Like it might take me a minute to be able to do something like a Wednesday night service, because I have to play out all the scenarios in my mind before I can feel comfortable enough to do something like that. And until I'm more comfortable just using public transport or driving, I'm not trying to put myself through unnecessary, anxiety, basically. And so, it's so weird, but like this year like I said, I've never dealt with anxiety until this year. And it's like a lot of internal battles that I'm fighting that I've never dealt with in my entire life. Like fear, never had it until this year. Never had a panic attack. Maybe once like when I was like 20, I had one panic attack, but that was because I was smoking weed and it made me paranoid and I had a full blown panic attack. And then I quit smoking weed and I just never had one again. So that was different. You know, it's not like normal. Like normally I'm not afraid of anything and I'm just like, go, but not lately. And so, it's just a lot of internal stress and spiritual battles that I'm fighting and reading scriptures about fear not, fear not, fear not, you know, don't be dismayed. I'll be with you. And those scriptures, I never took them to heart because I was never afraid, but now they're like super special because right now I need those scriptures, you know? So, yeah, I think that's normal though. Like anything that we're really strong in, gets attacked and at some point in your life. And I've always been like, people just always, I don't call myself, but other people always say, you're so courageous. You're so courageous. And courageous means, you know, doing something afraid, like you're afraid, but you do it anyway, you know, so I guess I'm still courageous because I'm still doing it, but this time I'm really afraid. Like, I think before I was just fearless. Like, I wasn't even courageous. I was literally like, I had no fear. I didn't even battle with like the fear to begin with. I mean, there was some fear, but more excitement than fear. You know, I had so much faith in God and so much like, presumption that I just felt invincible. And so, like nothing bad will happen to me. But in the last couple of years, I'm like, no, bad things can happen too. Just because you believe in Jesus doesn't mean that's not possible, you know? And I think I've just had an awakening to, you know, courageous is actually like what is happening now is where I'm literally terrified. And yet God says, do it anyway. I'm with you. Don't be afraid, you know, and it's like, but I am afraid, but I know that he's with me and I'm still going to do it. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. It's just a whole, like I said, this is so weird because it's like I'm reliving the same experience, but from a totally different mindset. And it's beautiful and I'm thankful for it. And, you know, do I want to do it? No, but I know I have to because otherwise, like I said, my faith will remain broken after all that disappointment. And that's not going to happen. And I would much rather live, like this in the state of anxiety, but knowing that like God will be faithful than to live in a place of disappointment and feel like, you know, and to never see his faithfulness come to fruition. That's a fate worse than death for me. That's a fate worse than death for me. Is to just be like, oh, well, nothing that God promised, you know, happened. I could never exist like in a world like that. So, I believe God, and I know what he's promised me, and I know that he is faithful. And if I have to drink this cup to get to those promises, we'll be drinking some cups over here, And so I'm okay. I'm okay with trusting him with whatever he wants to do, wherever he wants to send me, whatever that looks like, whatever we have to do to get there, sleeping in the car, sleeping on the streets, sleeping under bridges. It doesn't matter. He's still God, and he's still good, and he's still faithful. So I know that he took me from walking the streets of LA to living in Anaheim Hills in a year in LA. So what can he do now? And so what can he do with New York? And so I know that anything is possible. That's one thing I do know for sure with him, is that it might look like hell getting there, but we'll get there. And the there is something beautiful. And so I trust the Lord. Anyway, I'll update you guys in a little bit, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, just giving you an update. It's like rush hour traffic, so I'm just waiting in my car so I can move it back across the street at 7. But today I was so sore all over from my feet, like my blisters on my feet, and so I tried to get out walking and stuff. I went to the grocery store and I grabbed some lunch and stuff, and oh my gosh, the groceries are so expensive. Holy moly. I was not prepared for that. And so now it unlocked a new fear of starving to death in New York. I had no idea. So, that was something. So, and then I came back to the truck, and I think, like, I slept in this morning because I think all the days of stress, I'm finally feeling a little bit more comfortable. So it was like I let my guard down, and then all that exhaustion just overtook me today, because the last few days I haven't been sleeping. I have been going. And then all that walking yesterday, I walked like 6 or 7 miles yesterday, and I was just so sore today. I was just sore. And so I ate a bunch of food and drank a whole bunch of water, trying to like re-nourish myself today. And just, I didn't do much, but I couldn't. It was just not in me to do much today, which is fine. Tomorrow, who knows what, I just know, like, even if I wanted to today, I just didn't have it in me. It was like days and days, because I knew I was coming to New York from the first day the Lord said it. I was battling with him back and forth, like, please don't make me do this. And, so from the first day when I was in Allentown, which was days and days ago, 10, 15 days ago, sorry. I was battling and in a spiritual state of like, pleading with the Lord, like, please don't make me do this again. And he's like, yeah, we're doing it again. But, anyway, that's fine. We're doing it again, and we're here. And so, now I'm just trying to get to a place of balance where, yes, I understand that everything's going to be more intense and more strenuous. Now that I'm starting to get my bearings and understand how this is working, now I got to just find time to prioritize Jesus and to relax and to kind of, not go until I'm completely exhausted anymore. Just kind of balance it out. Because, I have diabetes, and I regulate it with food and exercise, but I haven't been eating good, and I haven't been eating good, and I haven't been exercising. So like 3 times already since I've been here, my blood sugar just plummeted. Like, it happened today. I went out to go grocery shopping, and by the time I walked out of the building, I could barely make it back to my car to drop off the groceries because I was shaking all over. And that's why I just grabbed some lunch that was already cooked somewhere, because I didn't have time to like prepare anything or do anything. So I just went and grabbed some already cooked food and shoved it in my mouth, but it's because I'm not like, my mind is so hyper focused on other things like survival that I'm not even thinking about like, oh yeah, I got to eat at this time, because when my adrenaline starts pumping, it's hard for me to even want to eat anyway. So, but I have to eat, because if I don't eat, then my blood sugar drops and then I feel like I'm going to pass out. And so anyway, I just have to get adjusted. It's going to take some days. Short and sweet, guys. I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Just continue to keep me in your prayers, which I know you are doing, and I love you. And yeah, like, everything's all good. I mean, it really is. Everything's fine. Like I said, if this is the cup he has for me, this is the cup we're drinking. And that's all there is to it, So, but I do have to get my mind right, and just get adjusted. So once we get past this little hurdle, everything will change. So anyway, I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.